In World War II, surrender wasn't automatic. There were no universal rules, no shared handbook. Everything depended on the moment, the unit, the battlefield. One wrong move could be fatal.
The white flag was the main signal, but it wasn't always trusted. Some soldiers faked surrender, others misunderstood signals. Approaching too fast could get you shot. Trust was fragile.
Language was a problem. Many soldiers didn't share one, so gestures mattered. Hands raised, weapons dropped. Movements were slow, deliberate. Any sudden action meant death.
Enlisted men rarely negotiated. Officers stepped forward. They carried authority and responsibility. One officer could save lives or doom them. Rank mattered.
Surrender at dawn was safer. Visibility mattered. At night, fear ruled. Silhouettes looked threatening. Many ceasefires waited for daylight. Darkness killed trust.
Frontline units adapted fast. Some accepted surrender quickly. Others refused entirely. Recent losses mattered. Revenge mattered. What happened yesterday shaped today.
Medics carried a unique trust. They treated everyone, friend or enemy. Sometimes medics crossed lines first to signal intent. Their presence calmed fear. Once accepted, speed mattered. Weapons were removed, maps confiscated, hands restrained. This wasn't cruelty, it was survival. No second chances existed.
Not all armies surrendered equally. Western Front surrenders were common. Pacific Front surrenders were rare. Culture shaped decisions: honor, shame, fear. The same signal meant different things.
In the end, surrender was personal. A glance, a pause, a choice. Thousands lived because someone hesitated. Thousands died because someone didn't. In World War II, surrender wasn't written law. It was battlefield instinct.